And that's why you betrayed Peter Obi. You betrayed Peter Obi to ring the election of Rivers State so you can become a minister. Imagine a governor. Imagine you are an executive governor. You have all the will and the power to do what was right for your people. You couldn't do it. Why? You ring an election openly with a disgrace for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and now you want to become a minister? The same. I'm talking to the Labour Party members in the House of Assembly and Senate. Please do not be a part of the confirmation of Nyesom Wike. Don't confirm that madman.
My country people, hey, Wike don dey receive woto from left, right, front, back, up, down, everywhere. Oh, hey, they don't refer him to as a madman. Why? They say because he is a betrayer. Say he betrayed Peter Obi, rig Rivers State election, make Tinubu for win. That is a backstabber. There are no difference between Wike and El-Rufai. Hey, they don't tell Senate, may they not endorse them. Oh. Say Wike not good. Say Wike not bad person. Say Wike not good at all, my people. Fire don't dey everywhere. It don't scatter. All the people wey show Peter Obi 9, they don't they jam their head. They don't they jam their head. Confusion don't enter their midst. All because of one man. Who is that man, Peter Obi? Peter Obi. This time we be say you don't they reach when they wanted do the tribunal. Finally everywhere be like fire for them now. Everywhere don't they hot. I be now this one now come make them take delay this minister list of a thing, whether maybe they're not sure whether the government go prolong past this one. The whole thing not let person know, but we don't tell Tinubu say he ready to give am all his mind, all his support, everything to say make the government work. But Nigerians not happy to the see say party they join head, they destroy themselves, all in the name of say they don't endorse one person, and because of that they won't stand with that person. So because the other person not gets the vote or he not gets the mandate where they take from her, they'll just quickly switch, go another party. Is this faithfulness? No. Is this faithfulness? No. In politics, what did they see for inside? That they use Nigerians till they play. That is the only thing I can say. Other countries, politics are working really good. But when it comes to Nigeria, they operate the lowest form, the idiotic form of politics. Neither they operate. My people, I gonna let this video play from the beginning to the end. This man was really angry. They talk and they pour heart. Say this thing is really wrong. It's bad. Why would Wike be switching up and down? It's not good.
Wike is a man who stole the entire Rivers State money because he wanted to be a president of this country. You robbed the entire Rivers State money. And today you've been nominated as a minister. You sworn to God. You sworn with your life that you will never even do a VP. Today, you are begging for ministerial position. It's a shame on you, Wike. And that's why you betrayed Peter Obi. You betrayed Peter Obi to ring the election of Rivers State so you can become a minister. Imagine a governor. Imagine you are an executive governor. You have all the will and the power to do what was right for your people. You couldn't do it. Why? You ring an election openly with a disgrace for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and now you want to become a minister? The same. I'm talking to the Labour Party members in the House of Assembly and Senate. Please do not be a part of the confirmation of Nyesom Wike. Don't confirm that madman as a minister. The man is good for nothing. Look at David Omaya. You all betrayed Peter Obi for your own selfish interests. Thank you, Asiwaju Tinubu, for bringing more women to your fold. We need to bring more women. They need 25%. Women are very good. Go to Rwanda. Women have made a lot of difference there. We need more women in your cabinet before we finally get the results from court. We know you are there temporary, but we hope that the court will have the courage to do the right thing. We'll continue from there. What business do an ex-governor have to become a minister? What business? You've done yours 8 years. Give opportunity to youth. Give opportunity to more reasonable people to represent us in Nigeria. Hey, listen. Do you all know the story of Venezuela? Come here, I will tell you. Every other country that had depended on oil, like Venezuela, they were the giants of South America. Today, they cannot eat 3 square meal. They are fully broke because they have irresponsible leader who could not manage the economy, who thought the oil would not dry, who thought the oil is going to live forever. We need to start thinking how we can use our money, how we can train our children in school, how we can give them scholarship, how we can become the greatest farmer in the whole world, because our soil is very good. So we can rely on this exploitation of organic food and recover all the stolen money from these bandits who have put us in this problem. Look at what happened in Nigeria. The minister of Nigeria, where they just have recent problem, have been told to bring out the stolen money or it's going to be shot to death. I hope you have seen that video. That's the same thing I am appealing for us to do in Nigeria. For those civil servants, for those ex-governors, for those senators, for those House of Rep, for anyone who have stolen the common patrimony of this country, they should be put to fire risk squad. Thank you.
My people, the final judgment day don dey draw near. In case una don't forget this tribunal matter, e dey road dey wait final judgment e don come. They don use BB Naija take cover everywhere. Maybe say the whole thing not come dey hot again because they want divert Nigerian attention towards this old tribunal matter, because they know say the young people will be say they protest, say they want their mandate. Once they give them the BB Naija, make they watch, their mind go come out. But make una not forget to say eyes on the judiciary. Finally, now the full gist of say how far we take reach here. Now be this, so make you watch and make you remind yourself of the reason why you first talk say you no want the government to a day now, and the reason why you talk say you need your mandate. All right, my people, this one a Bod TV board. Make you not forget, make you share, subscribe, make you tell una here. Una do, una bye bye yo.
The 5-member panel, led by Justice Haruna Samani, has directed all parties in the matter to appear before it on Tuesday to adopt their final briefs of argument. The court, in a notice it sent to the parties, invited them to adopt their written address with respect to the petition that was lodged against President Tinubu by a former Vice President and candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and the candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, had on the 1st of March 2023 announced Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the ruling All Progressives Congress as winner of the February 25 presidential election, ahead of 17 other candidates that contested the election. According to INEC's declaration, Tinubu scored a total of 8,794,726 votes to defeat the two major contenders, Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, who came second with a total of 6,984,520 votes, and Obi of the Labour Party, who came third with a total of 6,101,533 votes. However, dissatisfied with the outcome of the election, Atiku and Obi approached the court to invalidate it. In their separate petitions, the duo claimed they won the presidential poll, even as they challenged Tinubu's eligibility to contest the election, and therefore urged INEC to withdraw the certificate of return issued to him. Alternatively, they're asking the court to order a fresh presidential election, excluding President Tinubu, who they argued was ab initio not qualified to participate in the poll. On July 5, the court concluded its hearing of Atiku and Obi's petitions. Obi closed his case after calling 13 witnesses who testified and tendered several documentary exhibits. Atiku produced 27 and equally tendered exhibits before the court. On their part, both INEC and President Tinubu wrapped up their defense in both cases with one witness each, while the APC failed to produce any witness before the court. However, in their respective written addresses, the respondents, that is, Tinubu, APC and INEC, urged the court to dismiss all the petitions for want of merit. They argued that the petitioners could not discharge the burden of proof placed on them by the law. According to the respondents, whereas the petitioners raised allegations that had elements of crime in them, they however failed to prove them beyond reasonable doubt as required by law. President Tinubu then urged the court to hold that he was validly returned as winner of the election by the INEC. Meanwhile, Atiku, in the joint petition he filed with his party marked CA/PEPC/05/2023, maintained that the declaration of Tinubu as winner of the presidential election was invalid by reason of non-compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022, insisting that he was not duly elected by the majority of lawful votes cast at the election. He told the court that Tinubu, cited as a second respondent, was at the time of the election not qualified to contest. In a further process he filed through his team of lawyers led by Chief Chris Uche, SAN, Atiku told the court that the president-elect had demonstrated inconsistency as to his actual date of birth, secondary schools he attended, state of origin, gender, real name, certificates showing universities attended. Atiku and the PDP maintained that the purported degree certificate of the second respondent, allegedly acquired at the Chicago State University, did not belong to him, but to a female, described as F in the certificate bearing Bola Tinubu. Atiku and the PDP further asserted that Bola Tinubu did not disclose his voluntary acquisition of the citizenship of the Republic of Guinea with Guinean passport number D00001551, in addition to his Nigerian citizenship to INEC. Atiku Abubakar argued that the APC candidate did not meet the constitutional threshold and is constitutionally disabled from contesting for the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Likewise, Obi and LP in their petition marked CA/PEPC/03/2023 argued that as at the time Tinubu's running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima, became the vice presidential candidate, he was still the candidate of the APC for the Borno Central senatorial election. They equally challenged Tinubu's eligibility to contest the presidential election, alleging that he was previously indicted and fined to the tune of $460,000 by the United States District Court in case number 93C4483 for an offense involving dishonesty and drug trafficking. On the ground that the election was invalid by reason of corrupt practices and non-compliance with the provision of the Electoral Act 2022, the petitioners argued that INEC acted in breach of its regulation and guidelines. The petitioners contended that the electoral body was in the course of the conduct of the presidential poll mandatorily required to prescribe and deploy technological devices for the accreditation, verification, continuation and authentication of voters and their particulars as contained in its regulation. Consequently, they prayed the court to not only hold that Tinubu was not qualified to contest the election, but also to declare that all the votes recorded for him were wasted due to his non-qualification and disqualification. That it be determined that on the basis of the remaining votes after discountenancing the votes credited to the second respondent, the first petitioner, Obi, scored a majority of the lawful votes cast at the election and had not less than 25% of the vote cast in at least two-thirds of the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and satisfied the constitutional requirements to be declared the winner of the February 25, 2023 presidential election. That it be determined that the second respondent, having failed to score 1/4 of the votes cast at the presidential election in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, was not entitled to be declared and returned as the winner of the presidential election held on February 25, 2023. In the alternative, the petitioner wants an order cancelling the election and compelling INEC to conduct a fresh election in which Tinubu, Shettima and the APC, listed as second, third and fourth respondents respectively shall not participate. They urged the court to declare that since Tinubu was not duly elected by a majority of the lawful votes cast in the election, his return as the winner of the presidential election was unlawful, unconstitutional, and of no effect whatsoever. In a further alternative prayer in the petition dated March 20, which will be filed through a team of lawyers led by Dr. Levi Uzoku, senior advocate of Nigeria, he wants the tribunal to hold that the presidential election was void on the ground that it was not conducted substantially in accordance with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022 and the 1999 Constitution as amended. Likewise, an order cancelling the presidential election conducted on February 25, 2023 and mandating the first respondent to conduct a fresh election for the President, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Though 5 petitions were initially filed to nullify Tinubu's election, the Action Alliance AA on May 8 withdrew its case, even as the Action People's Party APP followed suit 2 days later by also discontinuing further proceedings on its own petition. The Allied People's Movement APM, which refused to withdraw its petition, had on July 24 adopted its final written address, and the court has since reserved its judgment on the petition. The APM in its petition marked CA/PEPC/04/2023 argued that the withdrawal of Ibrahim Masari, who was initially nominated as the vice presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC, invalidated Tinubu's candidacy in view of Section 131C and 142 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The party argued that there was a gap of about 3 weeks between the period that Masari, who was listed as the 5th respondent in the petition, expressed intention to withdraw the actual withdrawal of his purported nomination and the time Tinubu purportedly replaced him with Senator Kashim Shettima. It further argued that Tinubu's candidature had elapsed when he nominated Shettima as Masari's replacement.
This is Bod TV Bod. In case the first time you come here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads.